chilly today. I'm in, I just passed Abilene, Texas. I'm headed west. Stopped and got some gas. And I left Fort Worth this morning. Right now it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I gotta make some miles today because it's going to get down below freezing most of my trip in the morning when I wake up. So I've got a 2-day trip to Yuma. So I'm going to stay, if I can make it to Tucson, it'll be in the 40s when I wake up, the mid to low 40s. But if all between there, if I don't make it, Las Cruces, New Mexico is about the halfway mark, about 625 miles. And it's going to be in the low 30s in the morning. And that's a little chilly for me. We're going to see if I can make it all the way to Tucson. I don't know. If I don't, it's just going to get cold, and I'll probably stay under the covers longer until the sun comes up. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm on my trip to Yuma. I was thinking, about our current events and this ICE thing where they're getting people and everything. And there's a part of me, that I'm kind of split a little bit. I don't care for them just arresting some guy because he looks Mexican. And if I were Mexican and they stopped me, I shouldn't have to show them my ID to prove I'm an American citizen. I don't have to show a cop an ID now. They have no right to do that. I have a constitutional right that I don't have to show my ID unless I'm accused of a crime. And they have probable cause of that crime. So, but anyway, but if they're here illegally, then, the law says you got to go back. And I was thinking too, a lot of people think, some of these guys are, they've been here a long time, they got a job, maybe they got married or whatever, or maybe they brought their kids and wife with them, or maybe their kids were born here and they're American citizens. That's even tougher. But, and so we get upset because the guy's been here 10 years, he's upstanding citizen, he's doing good, he's learned English fairly well and got a good job, and he's been here 10 years. Well, I remember seeing this show, Johnny Carson, and this guy was a real guy. It's a real story. He pretended to be like CEOs of companies and things like that. Well, he pretended to be a doctor at one time, and he spent a lot of time in prison for doing stuff like this. But he was a doctor, and he studied books on how to be a doctor. Evidently, he went into surgery. He was a surgeon. And from what I understand, he did pretty good at it. Well, after, say he gets away with it for 10 years, like the immigrant did, and then he gets caught, and we feel bad for him. But if a doctor who's not a doctor, but he says he's the one, and then he gets caught, should we let him remain a doctor, or should we put him in prison and take his whatever fake ID he has away from him? I mean, when you get caught, it doesn't matter that you did the crime a long time ago. You got caught. You're still illegal. You're practicing something illegal. And if the doctor's practicing medicine illegally, he should be stopped. And if somebody came across the border and he's pretending to be American, he should be stopped. And he should be deported. Anyway, there's my 2 cents on it. It's really a sad thing, though. I do feel for somebody who's come over here and trying to make a better life and put in years on a job and then gets caught and has to go back. I feel bad for him, but I also say, sorry, you shouldn't have done that. You know, I mean, because I got away with something a long time ago doesn't mean I can get away with it now because it was so long ago. So, all right, there. I gave you my 2 cents. Have a great day.